Hi, it's Sav. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a very beginner-friendly bang tutorial. How I style them on freshly wet hair. You can do this for curly, straight. How I style them second day after I've slept on it and it's gone all crazy. Sleep on a silk pillowcase. This is what I've gathered so far from having bangs for the last, 6 months, 1 year. I've lost track for the last little while. I will be using my trusty Shark Flex style, my GHD straightener, a comb, some Velcro hair rollers, and a flat back clip. You can also have a curling iron, a round brush, and your own scissors to trim them at home, because I don't necessarily recommend giving yourself your first ever bang cut unless you know what you're doing. Go ahead. I like to trim them in between because there's nothing like a bulky, bad, long bang. Let me show you how we get bang and bang.
Let's talk about tools before we dive into the actual styling. Now, you're going to need probably a comb, a flat back clip, some Velcro rollers, but you could make this work with anything you already have. If you have a small round brush and a blow dryer, you're set. If you don't, you just have a blow dryer, just blow dry them with the brush and then set them with your straightener. The straightener is my biggest tip for my bangs, but if you have curly bangs, you're gonna want something that matches the texture. So if you have wavy hair, you're gonna want a waver. If you have curly hair, you're gonna want a small curler or a big curler, something like that. Seriously, this GHD I've had since middle school, maybe high school, middle school, and it is the best investment I've ever had. I straighten my hair every day for years, but then we get my cowboy, the Shark Flex style. Now this changed my life because you can go on wet and dry hair, which is the best for bangs, because if your hair gets oily and you need to do that crown refresh, you can blow it out with the brush, you just wet the bangs, and then you can style it on wet hair and you're not damaging it. Make sure you are putting heat protectants, oils, things like that, but I try and avoid the bangs because it is the top of your hair. Treat it that way. It doesn't need as much product as the ends do, but the one product that you're going to need is a dry shampoo and a hairspray. But the dry shampoo is more important because it's going to help your bangs look good, feel good, smell good. A foam one is what I recommend. This Pantene one is good. Kenra used to have one that I loved. We've got freshly washed hair. I did do my makeup and I put my bang in one of those Velcro rollers just to air dry so that I could show you what it looks like. Now you can see you're supposed to brush it before you style it up, but if you slightly curve it to the right or to the left a little, it's going to work. You could just hit it with a flat iron, fix it back up, but I'm gonna show you how we style freshly washed, blown out hair. So I'm gonna get it re-wet and show you. This is basically what you could do if your bangs, you wake up and they're crazy too. You might have to re-wet them. Sometimes you just go in with the flat iron, but practice will make perfect. Just be patient. My bangs do have a calic on one side that you're going to see as a theme throughout this whole video. I do get it a little more wet. I do have to brush it, but there are layers too. So you can see this is where your hairstylist or whoever cuts your bangs is going to do it. It's like a little triangle by your eyebrows. So I try and part those out and brush them separately so that I make sure they're not pointing out at the root and standing up or going crazy. You can brush top and bottom layer. Like I said, heat protectant. Today we're going to be using this Verb one, and I really like it because you can use it on wet and dry hair, which is incredible. I love the Trader Joe's hair oil because it also is like the Olaplex one where it protects up to like 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Literally love that so much. But if you have a comb, you're set. Your bangs are gonna love you so much. Also, I used a new shampoo and conditioner if you're curious. It was the L'Oreal Elvive in the gold and black bottles. Oh my goodness, my hair is so soft and smooth, and you're about to see it be blown out and shiny. Okay, this is where you could grab your little round brush if you have one. I didn't want to buy it, and I have been fine without it. You could use your Shark one, but I find this is like a little bit too big. It does work for the general, but then you're going to need to go over it with your flat iron afterwards, for my opinion, because they're too bouncy, like pointing up, make your forehead look crazy, kind of give you some Jill Duggar. No, what's the mom's name? Mama Duggar's bangs. You know how they just are kind of a little too bouncy? I'm not trying to give you that. So the flat iron does help with that. I used to use this Shark to curl them, and that would give that way too bouncy effect. Use this flat back brush so that you can kind of pull the tension and get it. You can also use your diffuser on your natural curly hair if you don't want to air dry. I love to just air dry my bangs when I'm wearing them, but don't you worry. I'm going to show you slept on curly hair later too. I got them re-wet just to make it like I was freshly out of the shower and it hasn't been 10 minutes. They've been air drying while I did my makeup. I fixed up the calic, and you're gonna see me part it off. I'm gonna just show you the difference in Velcro rollers. Picking the right size does matter, and it does change your shape and the size and the bounce. Now this one, if you had shorter bangs, would be perfect, but you can see here, I'm trying to wrap my bangs around it, and my bangs are just too long, the way it's standing up at the head. Look from the side view if you're able to. You can take a video of yourself. If you're having problems with your hair, record yourself doing it and watch it back. You're gonna be shocked. I hope you're brushing your hair gently and being soft on it, but if you're having problems, combs. I'm not kidding. Watching yourself teaches you so much. I've learned so much just from filming this video, but I've honestly the last 6 months learned so much, so it's just going to keep getting better and better, as are you. Now we put in the proper size one. You can see I didn't get it right first time. The top was kind of funky, so I knew it would lay funny. So you have to kind of rebrush it, and you can curl it and twist it through. But I don't actually want to do it. I just wanted to show you. Okay, you can see you can move it up on the head so it's more flat. You can move it down. But if you do this, you are going to want to take it down sooner so that it's not so bouncy. I do love a Velcro roller while I'm doing my makeup or if I'm blow drying the rest of my hair, as you'll see. Doing your bangs from scratch, fresh out of the shower, is actually my favorite. They just end up being the shiniest and the best. But this is the key. If you're new to bangs, this is the best time to shape them because you'll hold that style throughout the next wash cycle. So until you rewash and dry them, that's how they're going to be stuck. Make sure you're always applying the heat protectant, combing them through, section off at the eyebrows, and then you can dry them. Now you're going to see me go at it with my little flat attachment. You can use just your regular blow dryer. I like to use the nozzle because it's a little bit more specific on the air and it's not throwing them around as much. This is mostly for my calic, so I do the top because I want them to stay there, go the correct direction, and not have the calic have them be like, whoo, side swept bangs. I want front, forward, forehead covering bangs. So I do have to do that. You don't have a calic, you can just go straight to blow drying them and skipping the roller. This saves me for the next 3 days so that my calic doesn't murder me. You are going to see I'm still going to battle with her on day 3 or whatever, but it's a lot better. Pull your bangs when you're drying them. Use your round brush and blow it forward. Pull your bangs towards your nose, not downwards. And then once they're mostly dry, you can sweep them side to side and get that flowy shape. And you can see the bangs around the face. I try and go those instead of at my forehead. You can see I'm styling them away, kind of giving that swoopy motion. If you want more bounce, roll them up in the Velcro roller, let it cool, and then pull them out like I did. Do not do it while it's hot. If you want them to be flatter, pull it out while it's hot so they can still cool and flatten. Does that make sense? And look at that. Once I pull it out, soft, bouncy, they fall just right. No calics, no weird separations. It's perfect for that fresh blowout look. Now, if you have the worst calic on earth, you can use those flat back clips to train it. You're going to need to just constantly have it pinned down. That's what I did at first. Blow drying it a lot helps. And honestly, the straightener. Sometimes you do just have to hit it with that straightener in the morning and then you go about your day. I really like the way these bangs look. I could just happily hairspray them and then rock them and go throughout my day, but I still had a couple minutes and it looked a little thicker on my left-hand side and a little thinner on the right where I have my calic. So I just knew some of the hairs weren't laying as I normally like them to. So I'm going to brush them all, make sure they're laying normally how they would, kind of shake them, get them natural. And then I'm going to go in with my flat iron and just at the tip, like the base of the root of my hair where the calic comes out, I'm going to straighten them and make it kind of mesh and blend. Make sure you don't separate them more because when you do straighten them, if you section off a chunk and straighten just that section, you can part it more. So be pretty specific with the part you're doing. Section off just the part that's curly or wavy, straighten that, and then finish off by straightening them all together as one big swoopy bang. That way you don't get future parts and parting and like separations, okay? You did get to see me curl my hair today, and I curled everything towards my face except for those curls right next to the outside of my bangs, face framing, whatever you want to call them. I swooped those away, and you can perfectly see that here. When I was swooping them towards my face, it's just not as flattering, even though the whole curl look is towards my face. Having those two curls, one on the left, one on the right, swoop outwards totally changes your bang shape. Having a good haircut is very helpful too, so that's like the start of a good bang. I'm guessing you have a good bang cut, and now we're just here to style them. Once you're happy with your bangs and you want to rock those till your next wash cycle, hairspray them. I personally hairspray them once they're cool, wait for that to fully dry, and then I brush the hairspray because I have texture issues. If you don't have texture issues, just leave them. They will feel a touch harder and crunchier, but they will not budge throughout the whole day. If you can handle that, do that. I'm working on it, but most of the time I hairspray and then I eventually brush it or touch it because I do not like crunchy, hard. I like soft, very soft hair. Now, let's talk wavy or curly bangs. This one's for your natural hair days. I used to think I couldn't have my bangs because my hair is not necessarily fully curly, but it's kind of curly, it's kind of wavy. I actually love how they look when I lean into my texture. I do want you to use your regular styling creams, your mousses, whatever you're putting in your hair, your curl products, put a little bit in your bangs. They are the ends still, so you are going to need to treat them like that, but not so much product that it's heavy and you hate it. Just enough product that you get hold, structure. You can You can finger coil or you can use your diffuser. This look you're getting, I went to bed on wet hair and I woke up. If my bangs look too frizzy or stretched, you can get it wet. You can use a diffuser on it for a few seconds. Just don't fight your texture, enhance it. I love to use that super tiny curling iron I showed you if I wake up and something's going crazy. It gives an effortless, beachy vibe where you didn't try but your bangs still look cute. Sometimes I do have to hit the calic with my straightener, but today I was pretty lucky. All I had to deal with was my part from the back was coming through to the front, so I got it wet and clipped it together, and then I'm just going to wait for it to air dry like 5 minutes real fast. I was waiting, and then I got impatient and remembered, hey, since I have these clips in, I can just hit it with my precise blow dryer attachment real quick and have it be dried and not even have to wait for it to air dry. I like the way that got some texture in them, but they're not perfectly curled and they're not perfectly straight. It just makes it look like that lived-in beachy Malibu Barbie effect. Love it. Definitely try rocking your bangs in your natural style. The first time I hated it, it took me a couple tries to kind of realize I love doing a half up with it or like a little bun, and I'll leave my like long bangs and wispies out. It's so cute. Mess around with the styles. You're going to be so happy with your bangs. I was too impatient for it to air dry, so I hit it with the blow dryer and then I messed up my calic. So now I had to re-wet it and I'm trying to flatten out my calic. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? Just be gentle, just be specific. Sometimes I just start going and go crazy. Think it through, plan it, and then follow through. So if you're like, okay, I have this bump. Let me wet it, brush it, blow dry it. Just do it instead of just panicking and just starting trying 100 things at once. You'll get there eventually. Practice will make perfect. For me, since this is day 2, I love just water, but you can put another product in. If you're looking for one, the Carol's Daughter leave-in conditioner is my favorite. I can put the curl cream in when it's wet, and then when it's dry or you're just refreshing it, the leave-in conditioner, it smells so good. It's like black vanilla or something. It is so yummy. It's totally different than the Lush Super Milk, but they smell good together. So if you have that in your hair, I love Lush Super Milk so much. I wear that on blowout days and natural wavy days. Anyways, this is the final result of the curly. I love it. Now, you can literally wear this until you are needing to wash it again. When I do wear my hair like this, I have to use the dry shampoo foam on about day 3 because my hair does get a little bit oilier. And I know I told you it gets oily, but that's at the root. My ends are still really dry, so we're going in with that Trader Joe's hair oil. When my hair is natural like this, I do like to wash it more often, so that is fun, just a little refresh. When I wash it, it does feel like my curls are more curly again. So I don't know if you have the same thing, but day 1 curls are so much curlier. So the same with the bangs, but I just washed it, went to sleep, and I woke up like this, and I'm actually so happy with it. Sometimes I just throw in the water, put the flat back clips, and then I start driving and then take out the clips when you get there or take out the roller when you get there. But I did specifically this week choose to record, and I gave myself enough time. So try and give yourself 5 to 10 minutes to do your bangs the first few months, and then you're going to learn it. I don't necessarily need that much time now, especially if I've had pre-blowout. Now this is what we're working with. I slept on my hair last night. I do sleep with silk pillowcases like I recommended, and I have that naturally wavy curly hair. My bangs have that kink in it, but when I use my Shark Flex style and I style it on wet hair like you saw at the beginning of this video, look at this. This is incredible. And don't you worry, I'm going to show you day 3. There's going to be a bonus in a little bit too because this was a short clip, but I just wanted to show you, seriously, I don't even have to touch my hair again. I can just go out like this if I wanted to. I'm going to spend 3 minutes, maybe less. Honestly, it took 3 minutes to film this. Fix up my bangs with my flat iron and hit the town. Just make sure to comb them and brush them out gently. Getting rid of any tangles or weird separations completely changes your bangs. Having that comb on you at all times is going to change it too, but hairspraying them makes it last, sets them, and then you're able to just barely touch them, if anything. If you don't have a calic, you might be good until the next wash cycle. I'm pretty sure it's just my calic that bites with me. Obviously, when I'm grabbing my Shark Flex style, you can grab whatever blow dryer you have. If you only have a curling iron, whatever you've got, do it. The trick is to blow dry down and forward first, then side to side. It keeps it from splitting in the middle, but sometimes we have those calics and it just does whatever it wants to do. So this is how you can kind of fix it. Once they're dry, you can pop in the Velcro roller and set them too, but I get them a little bit too bouncy. So if you are looking for a certain result, we can definitely find that for you. If you want a more flat, straight, just stick straight, stick to the straight iron, blow dry them exactly the way you want them. So how you blow dry them is how they're going to stay. If you want bouncy curls, let's make sure we lift them up, grab the brush, blow dry the roots, curl the ends, get that. If you like them perfectly straight, flat, stuck to your head, blow dry them like that. How you dry and how it dries, how it lays is how it stays. That's going to be your first tip to getting bang and bangs that you love. Next up is going to be not touching them. Your fingers do have a lot of oils on them, so I know you're going to want to touch them, see where they're at, stop. That is the point of a pocket comb. Use the comb to touch your bangs. Your fingers, I don't care if you just put hand sanitizer on it, your hands naturally create oils. That's why our skin is soft. If you're touching your hair, if you have a really oily forehead, you're probably going to have oily bangs. You're probably going to need to wash them more often, put powder on your forehead, things like that. Stop them with hairspray. Whatever you want them to look like, hairspray them. Once you hairspray something, it is kind of like adding structure, texture. It's not as soft and fine and fall and malleable. So only apply the hairspray when you're done, you're ready, and you don't really want to touch it again. Now on to day 3 hair. As you saw in day 2, that center part mixed with my calic was coming back with a vengeance. And day 3, I saw her again. So I threw her in a Velcro roller while I did my makeup. And now you're about to see me style her. Since I don't have a lot of time, I just have 5 to 10 minutes, I am going in with the straightener. This is not good to be putting heat on your hair every single day, so don't think I'm doing that. I would most likely clip her with a flat clip and let it sit some mornings, but since I had the Velcro roller, she kind of separated again. Use those flat clips. Now, the whole point is it's not a bobby pin, it's not a hair clip, it's not gonna kink, it's literally just gonna hold the shape. So if you have a calic, flatten it down, hold the bangs together, and keep it there. That's how you're gonna train your bangs. It looks like I need to do it again. I did it at the beginning, but this week my calic is really at the base, popping back out. I'm gonna try training her again. That just means putting in the flat back clips when I'm at home, when I have a break, when you aren't going places, when you aren't doing things, when you're doing your makeup, kind of longer than you want to for more of your day, so that in the future when you go out to events or you go do things, it's just trained, it naturally likes to sit there, okay? I know you can simply grab your crown, wash it, and redo it. For me, I don't like washing my face in the sink. Why would I like washing my hair in the sink? So this is the perfect way to reset and refresh your hair without even washing it. I love that foam shampoo. If you have oily, if you have dry hair, it's perfect. It's going to give you that freshly washed hair. It's going to absorb excess oil. It's going to make it smell good. Seriously. I did decide, since I'm going out, I wanted to touch up my curls, so I refreshed them with my Shark Flex style. You saw me fix up the bangs, and now since I have a long day, I am going to go in for one more hairspray. This is the first. It's just a Kenra hairspray. I love the way it makes your bangs not move when you get hit with the wind. They kind of stay as one whole thing, like they're one curtain instead of 100 million separate little curtains. The hairspray makes them into one. I love it. That's my best way of describing it. When I think I'm done, I like to give it a little jump, jam, jab, jiggle, just to make sure that the bangs are going to stay in place, because I am not a stationary human being, so I do need them to be able to run, wiggle, maybe do some cartwheels, waddle, maybe do some backflips, maybe just catch the wind, catch a vibe. The bangs need to be banging with a vibe.
All right, girly puffs, that is how I have been styling my bangs as of late. Giving yourself 5 extra minutes with bangs in case you ever need to re-wet them and restyle them, or grab the straight iron and fix a calic. Re-wet them, put them in a Velcro roller while you do your makeup, clip some things together if there's a part. There is always going to be something you're adjusting or fixing or changing about your bangs. They are never just going to be perfect. Boom, perfect. Wow, fabulous. You're going to be training, working on these. It's work. You see someone's bangs, they worked for those. I'm so happy to be sharing this with you. It was quite a bit of a learning curve at first because of my calic and everything, but I'm loving it. I think they're so fun to style in every which way. You can wear them second day. I will say, biggest bang life hack is this foaming cleansing dry shampoo. I went through my whole bottle of Kenra. I love this stuff. It's the best for refreshing your bangs and making them feel fresh, look fresh, stay fresh, without having to use a dry spray. Not only is there no white cast or anything like that, they smell better. Like, this makes it smell freshly cleaned, but they feel clean on my forehead, and I'm not spraying powder. I like the way it looks. It looks like it's just freshly washed like this. But on day 2 or 3 after you've been touching your bangs and the rest of your hair is fine, but your bangs need a love, you can just simply give yourself a wash in the sink. I see people do that all the time. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to use this. It's so easy. You just shake it up, section your hair, put a little into your hand, foam it up, massage it in, and then you comb them back. And it's not so wet that it makes them curly again, but it's just the right amount of wetness that it absorbs all that excess oil and stank and just freshens them back up. I really, really love a foaming cleansing dry shampoo. And also, purse comb. Having a purse comb is so handy. The wind is crazy. It attacks you when you're least expecting it. Put a comb in your purse. You will thank yourself later. If you're new to bangs like me, don't be rude to yourself. Practice makes perfect. You'll get better every single time. Learning what tools and products work for your texture of hair is going to completely change the experience for you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, subscribe for more videos from me, and comment anything you'd like to see from me. Or if you have any questions, leave it below. I'm always in your pocket and I will get right back to you. This was so fun. Thank you for hanging out. I love you. Bye. See you next time.